Welcome back. The men's basketball team is hovering one game above 500 overall. And in Sun Belt Conference play, they're struggling with a 3-4 record. But this weekend, the Trojans will have an opportunity to even up their conference record when Georgia State comes in prowling into Trojan Arena.
Yeah, it's because they're one of the hottest teams in the league right now. So then they're a tough team. So we got to just stay focused and stay locked in on practice and pay attention to the details of what our coaches tell us about them. And it's going to be a battle.
Opponent to defeat. However, as the Panthers currently sit in a 4-way tie for second place in the Sun Belt Conference with a 5-2 conference record, sophomore Jordan Bernardos enters the game averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds in conference play. Tip-off between the Trojans and Panthers is set for 4:15 p.m.
And the women's basketball team is coming off an impressive 10-point victory over Georgia Southern Thursday night. The women improved their record to 14-5 overall and 7-1 in conference play, with Georgia State visiting Trojan Arena this Saturday. Head coach Chanda Rigby previews a tough matchup for her team.
Well, Georgia State is one of the most athletic teams in the league, and they're fighting for a lot. They're fighting to claw back. They had a couple games where they were missing a few players and took a couple of losses. But I saw today against South Alabama, they played earlier today. They had a full roster, so we expect a full roster over here against us. They have some very talented players. They have a very talented post player that last game we were able to use Deja Williams to stand behind her and keep her from getting so many shots. But we're probably going to have to bring even more than that to the game plan because, again, this is a very athletic team fighting for a lot.
Georgia State and Troy will tip off Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. in Trojan Arena. The Panthers will enter Trojan Arena with a 6-13 record, but they won their last game Thursday night over South Alabama.
The Troy softball team is gearing up for the new season, but in a different setting than last year. Last year, the Trojans hosted the Trojan Invite and the Troy Classic. Troy spent its first 10 games of the season at home. This year, however, Troy will kick off the season at the FAU tournament. Head coach Beth Mullins gives her ideas on how this will change the impact of the season.
Last year we were at home for 3 straight weeks, and I think it was great. It was great for our fans to see us at home. I don't know if it maybe hurt us a little at the end. Getting to conference, we had been home and so comfortable. I think you've got to go on the road and get uncomfortable, and I think that's kind of what we're going to do the first week.
The Trojans will hit the diamond for the first time this year, February 10th at 12:30 p.m. in Boca Raton, Florida. They will face the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman.
Troy Track and Field will be back in action, sprinting faster than a speeding bullet, leaping tall buildings in a single bound, and throwing massive objects with ease. The superhero-esque Trojan Track and Field team will compete in the Bob Pollock Invitational in Clemson, South Carolina on Friday, January 27th. It will be the first action since the Trojans competed January 14th at the Vulcan Invitational in Birmingham, where sophomore Hakeem Montgomery took the gold in the 60-meter dash with a time of 6.66 seconds. That time, well, it's still the third best time in the nation.
The men's and women's tennis teams will look to return to play after hopefully fine-tuning some mistakes they made from last weekend where they were unsuccessful for overall results. For the men, they will not play another match until February 4th when they travel to Coral Gables, Florida for a competition against Miami. For the women, they will look to bounce back from an 0-2 start this weekend where they will travel to both Rock Hill and Greenville, South Carolina. Saturday they will take on Winthrop, and on Sunday they will round out the 2-day trip in Greenville to take on Furman.
Well, that's all the time we have for Trojan Sports Now. Check us out online at youtube.com/Troy Trojan Vision to catch anything you missed.
For Jahmal Kennedy, I'm Rachael Wilkerson. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Trojans.